If you have used ChatGPT or Gemini for your business, just wait until you see what Claude can do. I can confidently say that it's the best AI tool I've ever used. In fact, Claude is one of the most powerful AI tools ever built, and 70% of Fortune 100 companies are already using it to grow their business. The problem is, most marketers only know how to use it for the basics, writing emails, blog posts, and subject lines. But you could be running entire marketing operations if you learn about what Claude is actually capable of. We're talking content pipelines, competitive research, campaign builds, all flowing through one platform. If that sounds good to you, then stick around, because in this video, we are unlocking the 4 different levels of the Claude ecosystem: Chat, Cowork, Chrome, and Code. No other AI platform gives you that kind of stack. I'm telling you, these 4 tools will completely change how you run your marketing. And since most people only know level 1, my goal by the end of this tutorial is to teach you all 4 levels so that you can future-proof your marketing systems. To help you get started, I've linked a free guide on using Claude at work below. It covers prompting frameworks, workflow templates, and real examples you can start using today. Now let's get started. Level 1, Claude Chat. This is the Claude AI website, the desktop app, or mobile app. Most people start here, but they still don't know the full capabilities. Here are 2 things that set Claude Chat apart. First, the context window. You know how with a lot of AI chats, you feed it bits of information throughout a conversation, and then it tries to connect the dots, but sometimes misses things. Claude handles this differently. For the techies, Claude can hold up to 1 million tokens in a single conversation. For the non-techies, that means roughly 750,000 words per conversation. So you can upload your brand guide, your competitor research, your top performing content all at once, and Claude holds all of it for the entire conversation. Second, artifacts. You know when a meeting could have been an email? Well, what if it could be a Claude prompt instead? Try asking Claude to build something for you. A landing page, a document, an interactive dashboard, even charts and visualizations. Let me show you. Here in the Claude mobile app, I just asked it to build me an interactive Q2 content calendar for a B2B SaaS company. Blog posts, social, email, and video, filterable by channel. And now, I have a full interactive plan with filters, content ideas, and dates. Now imagine if I had given it more context than that. The more context and examples you give Claude, the better the output gets. And the difference between 0 context and a fully set up workspace is night and day. So here are the 3 tools to set that up. Third, projects. You know how sometimes you have to tell AI about your brand 95 times? The worst. Well, the projects are workspaces where you upload your brand guide, style guide, and top content and set custom instructions. Every conversation in that project starts with all of that context loaded, meaning you never have to re-explain your brand again. Check out page 6 of the free guide for a step-by-step walkthrough on how to set up your first project. Fourth, custom styles. You know how AI content always sounds like AI? Try pasting in a few examples of your best work, and Claude will learn your tone, structure, and vocabulary. And fifth, skills. Reusable instruction sets that automate specific tasks. For example, build a blog post skill with your heading format, SEO rules, and brand voice, and Claude follows it every time. No re-explaining and no copy and pasting guidelines. Now that your workspace is set up, it's time to build your workflows. This is where Claude starts saving you real time. Let's start with content creation. Most people open Claude and say, write me a blog post, and wonder why the output sounds generic. That is because you are skipping the most important part. Think of your prompt in layers. Start with context. Who is this for? What stage of the funnel they are in? And what action you want them to take. Then add constraints. Word count, tone, target keywords, internal links. Then give examples. Paste in a previous post that performed well. Then make the ask. What do you want Claude to do? That layered approach is what takes you from generic AI output to content that actually sounds like your brand. Page 10 in the free guide has a ready-to-steal setup command for a content marketing project that does exactly this. It gives Claude your topic, your audience, your content types, and your success metrics all in one prompt. That is the layered approach in action. Once you've done that, you can use Claude to maximize its reach. That's when you try this repurposing workflow. Once you have one strong piece of content, Claude can turn it into everything else. One blog post becomes social posts, an email newsletter, a YouTube script outline, and podcast talking points, all in one conversation. For email specifically, you can build complete sequences, generate subject line variations, and personalize copy for different segments. The guide also has a ready-made command you can copy for this on page 23. You paste it in, And it takes one piece of content and turns it into 5 LinkedIn posts, 10 tweets, 2 email versions, and a video script, all optimized for each channel. And third, research and strategy. Feed Claude interview transcripts, survey data, support tickets, social comments, and it builds detailed customer personas based on real data. For competitive analysis, Claude has built-in web search and a feature called deep research. Have it research competitor strategies, messaging, and positioning, and build comparison matrices so you can see exactly where you stand. And before you launch anything, ask Claude to be your devil's advocate. Have it poke holes in your strategy and find the weaknesses before your audience does. That is level 1 complete. If all you do is set up Claude Chat with a project, a custom style, a few skills, and these workflows, you are already ahead of most marketers using AI, but we're just getting started. Level 2, Cowork. This is where most marketers have no idea Claude can go. To access Cowork, you need to download the desktop app. You know how right now if you want Claude to make you a spreadsheet or a pitch deck, you have to copy the output, paste it somewhere, format it, fix it? Cowork skips all of that. You describe an outcome, Claude builds a plan, executes it step by step, and delivers the finished file. Let me show you a few ways you can use this for marketing. Say you need a competitive landscape report. You tell Cowork, research our top 5 competitors and create a comparison spreadsheet. Cowork builds a plan, gathers the data, and delivers a finished Excel file. You did not copy a single thing. Need a pitch deck? Create a pitch deck from this campaign brief. Formatted PowerPoint delivered. Your marketing assets folder is a mess? Organize my marketing assets folder by campaign and quarter. Cowork scans everything, proposes a structure, and reorganizes it after you approve. And here's what makes Cowork especially powerful. It connects directly to Google Drive, Gmail, Calendar, Slack, Excel, and PowerPoint. So it's not just producing files in isolation. It's working inside the tools you already use with shared context across all of them. And you can schedule tasks to run on a recurring basis. Competitor checks, analytics pool, data reports, set them to run daily or weekly, and Claude handles it from there. They also just launched Dispatch, which lets you start a conversation from your phone, assign a task, and Cowork runs it on your desktop while you're on the go. That is level 2. Chat is where you think with Claude. Cowork is where Claude does the work for you. And if those advanced capabilities got you excited, wait until you see what happens when Claude can actually browse the internet for you. Level 3, Claude Chrome. This is a browser extension that lets Claude see, navigate, and take actions in your browser. It opens as a side panel while you browse. It can click buttons, fill forms, switch between tabs, and navigate sites on your behalf. You can have it ask for your approval before every action, or let it work on its own while you switch to another tab. Now here's where this gets useful for marketing. Competitor research. Instead of manually visiting 10 competitor websites and copying pricing and features into a spreadsheet, Claude does it for you. It visits the sites, pulls the data, and compiles a summary. Analytics extraction. Claude navigates your analytics dashboard, pulls the numbers you need, and puts them into a summary you can actually use. Email cleanup. You can tell Claude, archive all newsletters from last week and star anything mentioning our campaign launch. Done. Calendar management. Claude checks availability across team members and suggests meeting times, all from the side panel. Now here's what makes the Chrome extension fall in level 3. Workflow recording. You record yourself doing a task in the browser, and Claude learns to repeat it. Perfect for anything repetitive that follows the same steps every time. And remember how Cowork produces finished files? Pair that with Chrome as the research layer. Chrome gathers information from the web, Cowork produces the deliverables. That combination is where things get really productive. That is level 3. You now have Claude working inside your browser on autopilot. And if you're ready to go all in, level 4 is where you build your own AI marketing team, Claude Code. Now, before you skip this section because you're not a developer, hear me out. You do not need to write code to use this tool. You can run Claude Code right from the desktop app. Now, we could spend all day on this section, but I'm just gonna show you what's possible so you can see where Claude's ceiling really is. If you want a full tutorial on Claude Code and how it can help you in your marketing or your business, let me know in the comments. In levels 1, 2, 3, you're giving Claude one task at a time. Write this, research that, organize this folder. With Code, you can have multiple Claudes working on different tasks at the same time. One is auditing your SEO, one is writing ad copy, one is pulling your analytics, all running in the background while you focus on strategy. That is what people mean when they say AI marketing team. Teams are using this for Google Ads creative generation, programmatic SEO, competitive monitoring, and content production at scale. And here's how you set that up. There are free marketing skill packs you can install right inside the Claude desktop app. Over 20 skills for things like CRO, copywriting, SEO audits, and email sequences. You just go to your settings, find the customized section, and add them. These give your agents real strategic depth instead of surface level outputs. If you're familiar with GitHub, there are even more skill packs available there that you can install with a single command. And if you have your own processes, you can turn those into custom skills too. But if you want to take it even further, you can connect Zapier to automate triggers in the background and you don't have to lift a finger. So those are the 4 levels, and now you've unlocked them all. You do not need all 4 on day 1. Start with level 1 and master it. That alone will put you ahead of most marketers using AI right now. And remember, for help getting started, make sure to grab the free guide on using Claude at work. It has prompts, workflow templates, and step-by-step instructions for setting up everything we've covered today. I've linked it in the description. Now let me know in the comments which one of these Claude levels you're looking forward to using, or your experience after having tried them. If you found this helpful, give it a like and make sure to subscribe to HubSpot Marketing for weekly tips, tools, and strategies to help you grow your business. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.